I'm a native of St. Louis, and as I've said at the TIF Commission, my reasons for not thinking that the taxpayers need to be in support of this is based on the fact that the city itself says that it's $300 and something million in debt. And from what we're being told, a lot of that is based on TIF that have been given that has proven not to work. And I think that we need to clear the air also when you talk about the issue of eminent domain. It is true that eminent domain is a critical concern. Whether you do have the right to do eminent domain in 2009 or 2010, for the mere fact that eminent domain has a chance of entering the picture is a danger to this community, any other community. Yes, we all agree that we need development. I'm a native of St. Louis. I watched the Team 4 plan. I watched the urban renewal. I watched the feed town. I watched what's happening to the people in Sunset Hill, Rock Hills, and all these communities where these developers have been able to come and make deals with politicians and leave the landowners and the renters out in the open. So I'm saying when you talk about eminent domain is a spear tactic that we're using as a community, you need to be open, because if you remember, the first TIF application had eminent domain in it. The land assemblies bill had eminent domain in it. So I'm saying let's be open, honest, and true to the community. Thank you.
Vickers.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. First, I commend Mr. McKee for your vision, but it just amazes me how gullible this city is to any developer that comes forward and promises jobs. It is as though you are just mesmerized by the idea. This weekend, the Post reported how a developer paid $2 for a piece of property that he is now going to get $2.3 million for. 2 years ago, a developer, after receiving millions of dollars from the city, and after having very fine presentations from the city just like this, Pyramid Construction, filed bankruptcy. 2 blocks away, there's a big hole in the city from a developer who has been given all of this money and has done nothing. To me, it is not a question of corruption, but competence. And it seems to me that the bigger the project becomes, the less competent this city is in its ability to critically analyze and to make sure there is accountability. So here's the bottom line. This community has no confidence whatsoever in this political institution to look out for them. There is a history of broken promises. There is a history of non-accountability. So this decision, with all due respect about this project, Mr. McKee, is not going to be made by this body. Because this community knows that this hearing is pretty much like the TIF hearing of what was said. There is going to be a meeting next Wednesday, October 28th, 6:30 p.m. at the Gateway Classic. Next Wednesday, October 28th, 6:30 p.m. at the Gateway Classic. And at that time, we're going to provide this committee with some expert analysis about this program, and the community is going to take a stand. Mr. McKee, you said your corporate philosophy is to embrace the tension. I hope you were sincere in saying that, because it is just now about to get tense. Thank you.
You signed up speaking in favor of the bill.
No, I didn't.
Yes,
I just signed up because that was what you had.
Okay, I just wanted, just concerned with competence.
Andre Meyer.